Welcome everyone to this session on fundamentals of Jyotish. I'm grateful to everybody who has sent in questions and the participants, and most of all grateful to Saptarishis Astrology team and above all to V.P.Goel ji. Goel sahab, as we know, is a scholar in astrology. He's written so many books. He's been teaching astrology for quite a long time. And at Bharati Vidya Bhavan, K.N. Rao's Institute, he's been teaching. And this session is on fundamentals. And fundamentals are the toughest, are absolutely the toughest. And the questions that we have received, so far is very specific to individual horoscope. And I was not expecting that. I was not expecting a question like Jupiter in the 8th house in Navamans, how will it behave? Because when it comes to fundamentals, fundamentals are aspects, exaltation, retrogression, Pap Kartari, how does it behave, Kendradipati Dosh, and so many other things. Positions, what is the difference between the 3rd aspect and the 7th aspect and the 10th aspect, all these kind of things. I'll give you a small example. In the astrological magazine of B.V. Raman, 1973 issue, a very great astrologer, Mr. Shankar, old astrologer, very, very old astrologer, very senior astrologer, H.S. Shankar. He's written some fantastic articles over a period of decades in the astrological magazine. He wrote on Kendradipati Dosh. And he explained how Kendradipati Dosh is to be used. He explained it as per his experience. At that point of time, in the next issue, there were letters to Dr. B.V. Raman. And everybody thanked him, etc., etc. I have seen Goel sahab use Kartari, Pap Kartari in a fantastic manner. Absolutely fantastic manner. We have done 4 to 5 webinars and seminars and workshops with him. So I request Goel sahab that forget all the questions that have come in so far. We can take it up in the next session, probably whenever we have it, a month later or 2 months later. Okay. And of course, my request to Goel sahab is to make this a regular feature of coming online and doing these free webinars for us. But to explain today, for the younger generation and also the older generation, how to use fundamentals of astrology in a smooth manner, in a simple manner, in an easy manner, like what we call in Hindi, Saral. Because there's one thing I've seen in Goel sahab, which is every time he tries to make astrology as simple as possible, as easy to understand as possible. So today we're going to cover in the next 2 hours, and it's going to be a sharp 2 hours, because Goel sahab's health is not that great. Even in the last session, he mentioned it when we had that Arsha Vidya Gurukulam webinar, of 5 speakers. Of course, that was a different kind of webinar on different topics. Goel sahab, we can't hear you. Can somebody unmute Goel sahab? Can somebody unmute Goel sahab? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't feel that you are very healthy today.
Oh, I'm not. I've not been. Yes. Last 3 days have been bad.
Yes. So
The
don't
pain the pain has increased unbearably.
Hmm.
But today, I really feel, Goel Saab, today that we're going to be uploading this on YouTube, immediately by tomorrow. Madhura, you see to it if this is done. Yeah.
Yes.
And we are also having, let me just say it, in Delhi, we're going to have a workshop with Goel Saab in April, either on the 22nd, 23rd, which is a Saturday, Sunday, or 29th, 30th, which is a Saturday, Sunday, on Naumansh, Dashamsh, and Saptamsh. But today I want, I'll tell you something. After so many years and years in astrology, when I heard him speak on Pap Kartari and Kartari, few months back, just 3-4 months back, there's something I always keep on repeating in every third session of mine or on Facebook, that my basics, my fundamentals are zero, are weak. And Goel Saab made me realize once again how important fundamentals are. My fundamentals are zero. So now all to Goel Saab, in the next 2 hours, my request to the audience is not to ask as many questions as possible, but to hear Goel Saab on the various topics: exaltation, debilitation, retrogression, aspects, Kendradipati dosh, and whatever he has in mind today. Thank you so much, Goel Saab. It's all yours.
Namaskar. It is an honor, and I always love to spread astrology or astrological knowledge, because it is the greatest knowledge. That is what I feel. No knowledge is beyond this. And always my fundamental is never de-link astrology with your personal life. In Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan also, I always say planets behave as you will behave under the same circumstances. So recognize yourself and the planet in the same way. As you know, what a friend will do to you under certain circumstances, will he help you or not? So you understand the planet also, like you understand your friend or your enemy. So that is the astrology. And as Sunil ji has rightly said, I always call it Saral Jyotish. Don't complicate it. That is the way you should look at astrology and think about astrology. Let me start with one thing, one simple instance or one simple principle. How many of us know what is 7th house to any house? Has anybody given this thought? What is 7th house? Like, you start from Lagna. Lagna is yourself. And what is 7th? 7th is your partners, your married partner, your marriage. How we see it. It is like Shiva and Shakti. Seventh house to any house is the Shakti of that house. Because this is the most appropriate word I can use, Shakti. I have no English equivalent to that, which can define Shakti. Shakti is, loosely I can say, it is the strength of the house. So like 7th house is your strength. It is not just marriage or your married partner. It is your strength. Now, whether it is giving you strength or taking away your strength is the matter to be decided. I think I am clear on this. Take any other house, like 9th house. That is the house of your religion or your father. What is the strength of your religion or the strength of your father? Is your courage. How much courageous you are to provide that strength to your father or to your religion. Isn't it? Say 10th house is your karmas. How you get the strength to do your karmas is from 4th house. That is the strength. 4th is your family. The strength of your karmas comes from your family, from your mind, from your mother. The things taught to you by your mother. I think everybody gets it. It's a simple rule. This is what I say, Saral. So nobody knows the meaning of 7th. Have you ever thought that what is 7th? We will just say it is the marriage life, this, all blah, 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 blah. No, it is your Shakti. It is your Parvati. Lagna, you are Shiva. Right? Any house you take. So, every classic has said, all planets aspect 7th house. What is the meaning of that? That planet is inducing strength to your strength, that is to your Shakti. Now, who is this bloody fool giving this Shakti to 7th house? That is how he will impart Shakti to that 7th house. If he is a rogue, so he is imparting bad Shakti to that 7th. Like from 4th house, 10th is the Shakti of your happiness, Shakti of your mother. What are these? These are your karmas. See, your happiness is through your karmas. From there you derive your happiness. If 10th house is badly aspected or occupied by a rogue, he will take away your happiness by your bad karmas. I think we are all intelligent astrologers. Just think over it. Each house, think in your horoscope. This is what I call the basic fundamental of astrology.
Beautifully put.
I think I am clear on this.
Very much.
Now I will come to this is the general aspect.
Yes.
Parasharaji has said every planet aspects 7th house. But he has not specifically said about Rahu or Ketu. I get annoyed when somebody says that Rahu is aspecting Ketu. This is not what Parasharaji meant. He said planets, Rahu and Ketu are treated as planets, but they are not planets. They are Chaya Graha. Chaya means shadows planet. A shadow cannot cast another shadow. What is aspect? It is casting in shadow.
Right.
Sunilji, I think this version you are also hearing for the first time.
Yes, yes. I'm aware of people not taking the aspects. Scholars.
Yes. No, but I am giving you the fundamental. How I look at 7th. Okay. Now from 7th, I will come to the special aspects.
Yes, please.
Why these special aspects are given and what is their signification. First we take Mars. Mars has two special aspects. One is 4th aspect and the another is 8th aspect. And we say Mars is the commander-in-chief of our cabinet. His work is to maintain discipline and to destroy enemies. These are the two aspects. One is 4th aspect. 4th is your own home. That is your family. See the difference between 2nd and 4th. 2nd is the family you are born. And 4th is the family created by you. It is your family. There's a very, very vital difference.
Very.
And it will help you in deciding predictions between 4th and 2nd. Now, Mars, 4th aspect. He is Senapati. He is the commander-in-chief. His work is to discipline. 4th aspect, he disciplines your happiness, your home. How he disciplines? Mars is a violent planet. He does surgery. He will do surgery in your house to grant you happiness. After his surgery, he will grant you happiness. You know, suppose Mars is in 10th house, aspecting Lagna. Lagna is your body. So whenever Dasha connected with Mars, aspecting Lagna by 4th aspect comes, he will make you undergo surgery on your body. Not specifically the doctor's surgery, the other surgery. Some teaching to you, some lesson he will give, and then you will be all right. This is 4th aspect of Mars. It is a aspect to make you disciplined. Now
Will
I
there
come to
be
the
cutting off something?
some surgical strike, some surgical operation on your body for the trouble, for any trouble which will be cured after this, which will be cured because he has set it in order. Now we come to 8th aspect. 8th aspect is the aspect of death. 8th house, we can say. And Mars gives death to whom? To the enemies of the 8th house from Mars. He will kill the enemies, not the friends. The commander-in-chief kills the enemies of that house. Like we had taken the example, Mars in 10th house. Now his 8th house, 8th aspect is on 5th house. 5th house is your children, your intelligence. This aspect of Mars will kill the enemies of your children. Don't take it bad. He will kill the enemies of your intelligence. Whatever is deterrent to you, to your intelligence, will be killed by Mars, by the logic of the Mars. I think it's okay.
Beautiful point. Just one further question to this.
Yeah.
Will there be a difference? Certainly there will be. This Mars is sitting in the 10th house, as per your example. One possibility, he sit in Aries or Capricorn or
very strong.
Scorpio. He will be very strong.
Okay.
The other extreme is he will be sitting in Cancer.
Yes. No, Inge, one thing I tell you. Even debilitation is a special position. Never underrate it. He is in a special position.
The commander
in special position. He is starting from scratch. In exaltation, he is starting with ego. That is the difference. when he is in Cancer, right?
Yes.
So fifth house, the children house, etc. He will start from the scratch to start killing the enemies right at the lowest level. When he is exalted, he will kill the enemies of higher status.
There is the
The
difference between the four.
difference in the enemies of your intelligence or your children. When Mars as exalted is aspecting, the enemies of your children will be highly placed. And
There
they will be
comes
destroyed. He has to show super strength. Like I say, in Ashtagvarg, etc., people say that it is a good day of earning. Lot of points are there in Ashtagvarg. I say, please differentiate. If it is the Ashtagvarg of a small vendor who sells his things in the street, he will earn 50 rupees or 100 rupees. If it is in the Ashtagvarg of Mukesh Ambani, you see the difference.
yes.
So the base we have to decide. From where, what is the base of the horoscope?
If I may just add for the international audience, Mukesh Ambani is one of the richest men in India and also in the world. And very quickly, sir, going off topic, if you can just adjust the camera a bit down, sir, because only your yeah. But very beautifully explained about Ashtagvarga and
No. My point in this is that we have to keep Jyotish as simple as possible. It is same, rules are same, but we have to see what is the status of the horoscope. That I have explained very well in my new book on Dashmansh. I have given a separate chapter on status and fame.
on the book on Romansh, is that what you're talking about?
No, Dashmansh, I am writing it.
Oh, okay.
Nowadays, I'm writing it. Okay. So we have seen the aspect of Mars, the special aspect of Mars. Now we have the special aspect of Jupiter. Next is Jupiter. And Jupiter also has two special aspects. One is fifth aspect and the other is ninth aspect. Okay? And we know what is fifth. What is fifth house? Fifth house is the house of children, house of intelligence, house of Purva Punya. These are the things we normally see. So Jupiter's fifth aspect is as if he is giving his blessing to his children. Fifth aspect. I give you a, yeah.
Yes. Could you give one sentence from your mouth of Purva Punya, also for the international students?
Purva Punya is the good things, not bad things, which you have carried from your past life into this life. One point, once this thing has come, if there is a connection of fifth lord and Lagna lord, that means your past life good things are connected with your present life, then you will see many good things, many good results which has come from your past life. This is a very good combination. Okay. As an example, I can say Jupiter is in third house. It is giving fifth aspect to seventh house. So Jupiter is casting a blessing, childlike blessing to your wife. That a person will look after his wife like his child. He will ignore so many mistakes and still be pally with or look after her. In the reverse, if Jupiter is in ninth house, if Jupiter is in, say, which house I should take for fifth aspect? Say in 12th house. It is granting fifth aspect on fourth house. Fourth house is your mother also, and the family created by you. So he will love his family and his mother tremendously, like a child. Mother may be a rogue. I'm telling you. She's not loving the child.
But he cannot help it.
He cannot help it. You can see it. Anybody, any lucky female whose husband has got Jupiter in third house. Check.
My husband has.
Yes, check.
Yes.
He will love you like a child, take care of you like a child. These are small tips, and these will help you a lot. Take any, now suppose Jupiter in ninth house. Why it is not given so much importance, Jupiter in ninth house? Because it aspects Lagna by fifth house. You treat yourself as a child. You never get mature. Yourself, you are treating yourself as a child in your own eyes.
So this can be positive, and so this can be positive. This can also have a negative implication.
Mostly negative, because you never grow up.
Mature.
You never get matured. Now, next aspect is the ninth aspect. What is ninth? Ninth house is your religion and your father. So, by ninth aspect, Jupiter bestows the blessing like a father. Or this Jupiter treats that ninth house as father. Like your Jupiter in third house, your husband's Jupiter is in third house. So ninth aspect will be on 11th house. What is 11th house? Is the elder's brother or sister to your husband. He will treat them as father. He will give lot of respect to them. Like if Jupiter is in 11th house, then ninth aspect will be on 7th house. You will treat your husband or wife as father or the godfather. Never denies anything said or directed by him or her. This is simple Jyotish. This is called Saral Astrology, Saral Jyotish. So these two aspects are clear?
Profound.
Now we come to the aspect by Saturn, the Shani Maharaj. What is Shani or Saturn? Saturn is the planet of karmas. All karmas, all actions, and he is a great disciplinarian. His aspect could remove the head of Lord Ganesh. And that aspect was third aspect. So Saturn has third aspect and the 10th aspect. Third aspect is the aspect on the house of courage. Third is the courage. And Saturn induces karma. So in third house, third aspect, wherever Saturn is aspecting, you will have to show courage. He will induce you to do courage regarding that house, because that house is not worth anything. You have to uplift that house, but show it to others that there is nothing wrong with that. I am showing courage. There's a very, very great meaning by Saturn. Suppose Saturn is in 5th house. Third aspect is on 7th house. Your husband or wife may not be worth anything, but you are courageous about him or her and praise him or her every time. You will never complain about that. That is courage. See, normally in astrology, we say third house having a malefic, the person will be courageous. I say, please God, don't give me that. I do not want to show my courage. When you are courageous, when you get the chance to show it, and when you will show it, when you are in trouble. This is Saral, this is simple astrology. Understand it that way. So this is the third aspect of Saturn. Suppose Saturn is in 8th house. Third aspect is on 10th. His profession will be breaking every day. And he has to prove, show courage. No, I am well employed. If Saturn is in 3rd house, it has got 3rd aspect on 5th house. I have to show my children are very good. They may be worthless, or there may not be any children. It is intelligence. I have to prove every day that I am intelligent. Accept it.
Rough.
No, you may be knowing well-known horoscopes having Saturn in 3rd house. But there is one small exception. If the 3rd from Saturn is his own sign, then he may promote it. Like the other also. Otherwise,
both of his own signs, either Capricorn or
Aquarius. But still, that 3rd aspect persists.
So
he can be intelligent, but he has to show it also.
Enforcing courage.
Enforcing courage into that house to show that I am intelligent.
Wonderfully explained. Wow.
These are practical things. Suppose Saturn is in 2nd house. 3rd aspect is on 4th house. 4th house is your happiness and your family. Either you don't have a bloody family, or you have to show that I am happy. You tell everybody in the world, I am leading a very happy life. But inside, there is something wrong.
Problem.
Yes, you are not that happy.
Except that it's Capricorn or Aquarius.
Then there is finally, but still you have to show courage to maintain it. That 3rd aspect still remains. Now we come to the 10th aspect. 10th house is the house of karmas. And Saturn is the planet of karma. And now he is aspecting 10th aspect on 10th from it. So that karma comes to the forefront. So whichever house is the 10th from Saturn, your concentration of karmas will be there. Because it becomes your prime karma house. Suppose Saturn is in 8th house. By 3rd aspect, he is showing off that I am a good, well placed. But his 10th aspect is on 5th house. So his all energy will be to improve or concentrate on your children or to your intelligence. Such a person will be after his children throughout his life. That you do something, do something, do something. And he will show his intelligence. He will try to improve his intelligence every day. His karmas are concentrated on 5th house.
In that regard, sir, one attribute of the 5th house is also relationships or romance. Not relationship, but romance, no?
Not singly. Not singly.
No.
No. The romance, what we take, is not directly connected to 5th house. 5th house, how it comes to romance is your intelligence, your thinking. Yes. That is how it comes for play in romance. Not directly. Okay. It is not a romance house. Please, I may be wrong.
No, certainly not. It was just a question that it can have the impact into affairs. That was my thought process.
No, like, it is not.
It will not.
It is not.
Okay. Okay.
Now, okay, Inge, I ask you. Suppose Saturn in 12th house. Right? Can you give one prediction or two predictions? Saturn in 12th house aspecting 2nd house by 3rd aspect.
Right.
That is your family and your wealth, the bank balance. So the person is not having much bank balance, but he shows off.
Encouraging.
No, he shows that I have got a lot of money.
Because 3rd aspect.
3rd aspect. And the 10th aspect will be on the 9th house. So his all karmas are concentrated on religion or father. So to show off, he will go to the temple every day. He will praise his father every day. His concentration is on father, whether for his expenditure, for his show off, or for anything. This I am giving from a practical example. One lady, she is not married. She has got Saturn in 12th house. Her father is very rich. He has given some 2-3 houses to her and she enjoys the rent from it. He has given a car and a driver. Enjoying life. So Saturn in 12th house. You will see these practical examples every day. Whenever you want to make a stunning prediction, see the 3rd aspect of Saturn and say you don't have a stable profession. You don't have happiness in life. You don't have happiness from children. Children are troubling you. By 3rd aspect. So I think one topic is over. Aspect. No.
Very, very, you really show us today the beauty of the approach which you are propagating. It is a simple approach.
Yes.
And it is brilliant.
No, I am not coming to that first sentence that planets behave as you will behave. It is an offshoot of that. As an example, which I give in the class of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan also, normally, say 7th Lord sitting in 2nd house. 7th is your husband or wife, has gone to your bank balance. It can have two meanings. That your husband or wife is controlling your bank balance. Or she goes and put money in your bank account.
Right.
Secondly, 2nd Lord in 7th. Your bank balance is with your wife or husband. Means your husband or wife keeps the checkbook with her. Your checkbook. So this is simple astrology.
Yes.
Yeah. I say 7th Lord in 9th house with benefic relation. So your husband and your father, they are best of pals, best of friends. If it is under malefic influence, they are fighting a lot. They don't see eye to eye. See, this is simple Jyotish. And all my books, etc., they come from this simple rules. Okay, Inge, we take next topic. The aspect is over.
Before we take the next topic, I would like to just add something, Goel sir, with your permission.
Yes, sir.
You said something about bank balance and all that. I am a Mithuna Lagna, and my 2nd Lord is governed by Moon. And it's in the 3rd house of communications and contracts, etc. I don't have a bank account of my own.
Yeah.
Everything is owned by my mother. And even where we have a joint account, because my signature keeps on changing, she is the one who is the signatory.
We have to see Mercury also.
Yes.
Where is your mother gone? Vis-a-vis your bank account. You have to see that.
Correct. No, I was thinking the bank balance fact of.
No, this is the 3rd house. The 2nd house is your bank balance. So, your bank balance is mobile.
Right. Right.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
When we relate to other, you will see it. This is simple. Simply apply it. Where the Lord has gone.
Yeah.
And he is carrying those significations with him.
True.
Right? I said, one horoscope somebody showed me, 11th Lord in 4th house. I said, your brothers, elders, are eyeing your happiness or your property. And if it is with a benefic in 4th house, then your elder brother will get the property because it is benefically related in your 4th house.
Okay.
If there is a malefic, then he cannot grab your property. So 11th Lord was with a benefic, and her elder brother has thrown her out of the house.
Oh my God.
She said it was with benefic. I said that is why. Your brother has got a benefic. He's getting advantage. He has come to your property. People say 9th Lord in 4th Your father is coming to your property.
Okay.
If it is malefically related, your father will not stay with you because he is not getting a benefic relation with that.
Right.
If there is a benefic relation, then you will welcome your father in your property. He will stay with you.
Correct.
So Sunilji, this is simple. Planets behave as
Sir,
rule.
you're putting it so simply, but we haven't thought of it in such a subtle manner. You're making it very simple. But
No.
honestly,
This sentence I said, identify the planets as you identify your friends or enemies.
correct.
Identify them.
Correct.
Who is he? What is he capable of doing? Where this fool has traveled, he will carry his influence there. What he will do there.
Right.
This is why I do this, because I give you in MTech in IIT Kharagpur, I joined 2 months late. I was married. I had done BTech 9 years before, and then I started MTech. Then it was a challenge. So, how I started? Let me analyze. Because in MTech, you don't get stereotype questions. That too in IIT Kharagpur, all research questions. And then I developed why in engineering, why this is happening. And when I was in astrology at that time also, so there also I started thinking, why? Why this moon is transiting here today and what I am doing? What is he doing? This is how it started.
Correct.
So that philosophy started that God has not created astrology and this world differently. Because this world, astrology is for this world. It has to apply here. And the laws of the God cannot be different.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Now,
Fabulous. Somebody is speaking fabulous from the audience.
yes. So, do I take one more? I have done aspect.
Retrogression.
No, which I take? No, retrogression will be little complicated. I think, as Sunilji has praised, or the Kendra Adhipati Dosh.
Right. Right.
It's a small topic, 10-15 minutes topic. I will cover it. Why we say Kendra Adhipati Dosh? Because we have not clearly understood the message of Parashar. Parasharji has written that benefics having lordship of Kendras or the angles lose their beneficence. I repeat, He said benefics having lordship of kendras or the angles lose their beneficence, and malefics having lordship of angles will lose their maleficence. They no longer remain benefic or benefics. He has never said that benefics become malefic. Here is the problem. And the word used by all is Kendra Adhipati Dosh. Why you are adding Dosh? He is only Kendra Adhipati. He has not acquired any Dosh up till now. Dosh means the fault. He has not acquired any fault up till now. So why we say Kendra Adhipati Dosh? He has said benefics and malefics lose their natural signification. So benefics become neutral and malefics become neutral. That is the message he has conveyed. Now we have to see what are the other conditions with that planet. The other conditions can be the other lordship, the other association, the other aspect. If it is having another lordship of a benefic house, then he becomes a benefic. Like Saturn for Libra Lagna. As fourth lord, he becomes neutral.
In that case, many speak, sorry.
Yeah.
He is lord of fourth and fifth house. Many people want to make him a Yogkaraka planet.
Why it is Yogkaraka? That is what I am coming to.
Achha.
As fourth lord, he has become a neutral. He is not a malefic now. And by being fifth lord, he becomes a Yogkaraka. Because it is neutral plus the good trine lord. If you see for Taurus Lagna, again, Saturn is 10th house, Aquarius. For Taurus Lagna, Saturn is Aquarius, becomes neutral. And with 9th lord, he again becomes a Yogkaraka. Like if you take some benefics, like for Aries Lagna, 7th lord is Venus. He becomes neutral. He is no longer a benefic. His other lordship, Taurus, is also a neutral house. Second. So he still remains a neutral. So the judgment of Venus will be on other association.
Like conjunction aspect.
Like conjunction aspect. Like if that Venus is with Mercury, he becomes a bloody fool. He is with the Lord of 3rd and 6th. So he becomes a malefic. If that Venus is with Jupiter, he is with 9th Lord and becomes a Yogkarak or a good planet, 7th and 9th, 2nd and 9th. He becomes a Yogkarak. But Jupiter being 12th Lord will also give its effect to Venus, makes it spendthrift, gives lot of money but spends also. So this is the main problem with Kendra Adhipati. It is not a dosh. We should remember that Kendra Adhipati becomes neutral. We must read Laghu Parashari 10 times. We must read it 10 times. And with each shloka, take it as it is. Don't use our intelligence. First we understand it, then apply our intelligence. And it will benefit us. Now the second point, with Kendra Adhipati, people club it with Marak. That what is the relation between Kendra Adhipati and, sorry, not Marak, Badhak. Badhak. For foreign students, Badhak is the obstructing planet. That is the English meaning of Badhak, that the planet which obstructs. And for each type of ascendant, the Badhaks are defined. Like for movable sign, the 11th Lord is Badhak. Now here, just a afterthought. In our Kendra Adhipati also, Parashar has said about the lords, not the planet sitting there. So many times, any planet sitting in Kendra, like Jupiter, people use the term, Jupiter has become, has suffered Badhaka, this Kendra Adhipati dosh. Baba is not the Kendra Lord. Parashar has said only for the lords. Similarly, for Badhak, for movable sign, it is the 11th Lord, not the planets. Yes, not the planets in 11th. They do not become Badhak. For fixed sign, it is the 9th Lord. And for dual, it is the 7th Lord, which becomes Badhak. The Badhaks give bad result only when they are conjoined with Maraks. They have any relation with Maraks. Then this Badhak dosha comes.
Like 2nd or 7th Lord, you are talking.
If it is same or connected.
Connected.
Like for a movable sign, say Aries, Badhak is Saturn. 11th Aquarius, Lord of Aquarius. And the Marak is Venus.
Second and seventh lord.
Second and seventh lord. If Venus and Saturn are together, then it is a bad combination.
Only for movable signs, like
For
Aries,
other sign also you can say.
Cancer. No?
Other, you can find out the Badhak and the Marak and the relation with them. So people try to join all of them along with the Kendra Adhipati dosh. Because seventh lord, even if a benefic, will be a Marak. Always. And its connection with Badhak. Now, if it is a dual sign, then he becomes a Badhak and a Marak.
At the same place. Yes.
The same
Seventh.
place.
Yes.
Like for Gemini, as Sunil ji said, for Gemini, Jupiter is a Badhak and a Marak. If it is connected with malefics or benefics, that is to be seen. So this becomes a strong Marak. And if it is connected with moon also, then still stronger.
Yes.
So each step we have to learn and apply them step by step.
There is no shortcut.
There is no shortcut. Now after this, I think Sunil ji has praised or wanted to know about the Kartari. People have so much misconception about Kartari, Shubh Kartari or Pap Kartari, but how to see that? I will start this, if you permit, after a little break.
Wonderful. We make a 5 minutes break. 5 minutes is sufficient for you? 10 minutes?
Sufficient. 5 minutes. 5-6 minutes maximum.
5 minutes break, and we will come back to listen about Pap Kartari Yoga. Yeah?
Pap and Shubh both.
Both. Wonderful.
Kartari. Kartari. So first we understand what is Kartari. Kartari is like scissors. That you are in between a piece of cloth and the scissor is cutting you. That is Kartari. Another thing, simply I can give, you are living in a house and you have two neighbors, one on each side. So your life is influenced by them to some extent, how strong they are. That is Kartari. So normally, how we see that if a planet is placed in a house and the second and 12th house from it are occupied by planets, then we say that the planet is in Kartari Yoga. I want to expand this definition. We have taken second and 12th house. Why we cannot take two other planets in the same house? one on other side means more degrees, and the other having lesser degrees. Even then, this planet is in Kartari. We normally do not use this. But this is the expanded definition of Kartari Yoga. I can even extend it that there is one planet ahead or having more degrees than the planet, and another planet in 12th house. Even then it is Kartari. So how the Kartari effect comes? Like our...
Any sandwich position.
Yeah, any sandwich position. But not that one is in the 11th house and the other is in 2nd house. That is
will be a loose sandwich.
Loose sandwich. But classics have mentioned equal house distance as Kartari also. That a planet in 11th and a planet in 3rd will also make a Kartari. Equal distance, equal house I am taking. Now, as our simple astrology, we understand who are these two planets and who is the planet who is suffering Kartari. So, this planet suffering Kartari or under the influence of Kartari is due to those two other planets. What it means that these two planets are having an influence on the central planet. That is the simple meaning. Like a planet in 7th house is having planet in 8th and 6th, one planet each. So 7th house signification or the signification of that planet is under the influence of these two planets in 6th and 8th. Means your married life, your partnership is under the influence of them. I will come to the strength of the Kartari. Now, to understand the strength or the strong Kartari, the planet in 12th house is in direct motion and the planet in 2nd house is in retrograde motion. So then both are coming towards the planet which is suffering Kartari. See the reverse. If the planet in 12th house is in retrograde motion, so is not influencing, and the planet in 2nd house is in direct motion. So he is also going away from the central planet, and from 12th also it is going away from the central planet. So effect of that Kartari is minimal. They are not giving their influence. So the effect will not be the same. Saying my thing is simple. As
Beauty.
every day it happens.
Beauty.
So you see it that way. Okay. Now, how to see the effect of Kartari? The effect starts from 12th. See, second house is the house of family or immediate after your birth. So if I consider a planet in Kartari as Lagna, he's taking birth. People are influencing him on birth.
Yes.
So 12th house, this starts. The influence starts. And where it ends is the second house. That is the birth, the culmination. So the planet in 12th is creating that influence, starting that influence, and it will end in the second. Who is having Kartari? We have to see its signification. Any planet have three types of significations. This I think I told earlier also. One is the lordship. The second is conjunction or the placement. That signification he acquires. And aspect is the imposed signification, forced by others. So we come only to the first two, because if we expand it, it becomes a big topic. Firstly, we see what is the significations acquired by him, by lordship and by placement. As a simple example, I will say it is seventh lord sitting in seventh house. So same signification. It can be any planet. So it is signifying your partnership, your marriage, etc. Planet in 12th is starting the problem. Is the start. Suppose he is 10th lord. So the problem starts with your career, with your profession, with your karmas. And the planet in second house from that Kartari planet is, say, 9th lord. So the problem started with your career, affected your married life, and finally it will go to your father.
Or teacher or guru.
Or teacher or guru or somebody whom you respect. And he will solve it or not solve it. This is how the effect of Kartari is seen. You can give any example from your known horoscope and we can discuss it.
Somebody was just having a question before I had, because you say planets on either side. Will it make a difference if there are two planets in second and one in 12th?
Degrees.
Only degrees.
Degrees. Who is the nearest is having Kartari. The other is not having any influence.
Acha, the nearest one.
Nearest one. like in 4th house, suppose there are 2 planets in 3rd house, one is having 27 degrees and the other is having 20 degrees in 3rd house. So the planet with 27 degrees will have the influence or the kartari, not the 20 degrees.
Great clarification.
Yes. So this is the degrees. This is precise kartari, how we see it. But my main point, this you can practice, but my main point is where this kartari effect will end, will culminate, and where it will start, and what it will affect.
These are the criteria, I believe, to really see it practically.
Practically.
No?
Practically. Yeah. How we see it. Suppose on 10th house there is a kartari. So the planet in 9th house, who is he? Suppose he is 7th lord. So the problem starts in your career from your wife or your husband. Because that interference has come. That kartari has come. And it has to be in the direct motion. Where it will culminate? In 11th house, if there is a planet. If it is a bad planet, then either you leave your job or leave your wife.
Malefics will have this influence.
Yes. So you do this or that. So the degrees are very important. Like Rahu and Ketu, they are always retrograde.
Yes.
So if they are in the 12th house, the effect will be less.
Because they're going away.
Going away. In some classics or in Tajik, they say if the degrees are very near, then they say that Rahu or Ketu has already crossed that planet. So he has already injected the venom. But I have not found it so good. I have not found it. But in classics it is written. But I have seen it is not a great malefic influence. But a planet in 2nd and in retrograde has a great influence.
Coming closer.
Coming closer, and the solution will not be found easily. Until it goes, yes. And when this solution will come, this we have to understand the retrogression of the planets. I will come to that later. So I think this is okay. Kartari, any more questions?
Let me see.
So Krishna has a question.
Yes. Can we take a natural malefic being functional benefic in the chart as a Shuk Katri or Pap Katri?
I said the significations acquired by the planet. So how does the malefic or benefic comes? Now, let me clarify this also. When we see all the promise in a chart, we take natural benefics and natural malefics, except for Lagna Lord. and the house lord. Lagna lord is always benefic, whosoever he may be. When we consider dashas or the dynamic results, then we take the lordship and functional benefic or malefics. There's a very, very deep point. For a promise, whether the career will be good, marriage will be there or not, this is only natural benefics. Should influence 7, plus the Lagna Lord and the 7th Lord. For 7th Lord has to be benefic. When we see the timing of marriage, then we consider the functional malefic or benefic also. Because dasha is dynamic, and dynamics is specific for the horoscope. Natural significations, natural malefics or benefics are universal.
For the static promises
For
of a particular chart.
For a particular chart.
Wonderfully
said. This is how I always talk about Kalpurush. I always talk about Kalpurush. That basic flow is from Kalpurush. Okay, I think we have some more time. So
wonderful. I could listen to you for long time. You know, you have very clear voice also. Your voice is very
one thing is clear with me, Ingeji. If I do not know a thing, I will refuse that I do not know. If I have studied it and I have thought over it, then I will share my thoughts.
Thank you very much.
And these thoughts can always be refined. I am open for discussion. Maybe I am committing some mistake. But this is the thoughts till date, till today. Okay, one more basic point which people do not understand, or they take all together in one go, is the combustion, the nearest to sun. I have my thoughts on this, and again I analyze from day-to-day life. What is nearness to sun and what happens? See, sun is fire. Anything which goes near him will get burned.
Yes.
But here, I always say, what sun can burn? He cannot burn the beauty, the intelligence, the Atma. Sun is Atma also. What he can burn is the material things. They only can catch fire. See, like in our rituals, our dead body is burned.
Yes.
But the other things of the body, that is your mind, your Atma, your thoughts, your intelligence, your words, they are not burned. So whenever a planet gets combust, the physical or the material things gets burned. Now, there is a big debate how to see combustion, whether the planet is combust or not. See, classics have said, given some degrees, that moon gets combust 12 degrees away when it is 12 degrees away. Mars gets combust when it is 17 degrees away, and so on. Right? Saturn 15 degrees, Jupiter 12 degrees or something, 14 degrees, like this. We can take that for combustion, but to be very precise, I may be wrong. This is my hypothesis. It is not still a law. I normally take 1 Navamsha, 3 degrees 20 minutes, or 3 degrees on either side, or the same Navamsha as Sun. If it goes in the Navamsha with Sun, then it becomes a fully combust planet. From where I got this clue? From Hatha Hananta Yoga. Have you heard that?
No.
Hatha Hananta Yoga. It says, when Sun and Moon exchange sign, or in Navamsha they are together, or exchange sign in Navamsha, Hatha Hananta Yoga is caused. The result of Hatha Hananta Yoga is that the person, in Hindi I will say, apne pair pe kuladi marta hai. Means he damages himself. He does acts which are detrimental to himself. So from there I said, maybe it is 1 Navamsha is sufficient to see combustion. Now we come to the topic about the result of combustion. Like I said, it burns the physical or the material significations. And Mercury is the planet which is commonly close to Sun. So when it is in combustion, say 1 Navamsha, it will burn the physical or material signification of Mercury. The material signification of Mercury is your maternal side.
Maternal uncle.
Mother's side, mother's father, like this.
All mother side, okay.
All mother side, maternal side. So you will find that if Mercury is combust, your maternal side is not prosperous. You verify it. Simple one line. Your maternal side is not wealthy. They are not doing very well. There is problem with them at your birth. Like that.
Works 100%.
Works 100%.
3 charts. I tested it on 3 charts.
3 charts. So, this is how we see it. Like Venus, if it is combust, Venus is the significator of your sex life, your lust. So, you don't have a good easy life or lustful life, that is burnt. Your wife, or whatever is the significations. I am not going into the difference of signification of sun and moon and Venus in day and night. We will talk it later sometime. So this is how we see the combustion. This is one side of it, the physical or the material side. The other side is, now you will be astonished to listen this. Sun is the king. And when you are combust, that means you are sitting with the king on his throne. See, that position is granted to you by the king. So like Mercury, what is left is your intelligence. It is not burnt. And that intelligence is sitting with Sun, the king. So the king has recognized your intelligence and he has given a place of honor to you. Now, Sunilji, can you check in these three horoscopes? No?
Very subtle but brilliant.
You have to see the degree of combustion. You can extend it to anywhere. At this point, nobody noted.
Yes, true.
That he is sitting with the king.
Correct.
That is why Jupiter and Sun combination is called Shivaraj Yoga. That Jupiter, the Guru, the wisdom, is sitting with the king. So king has honored his wisdom.
In that regard, you also consider one Navmaj, 3 degree, 20 minutes.
This is my hypothesis. Some say it is 3 degrees, 2 degrees, 1.5 degrees, or whatever degrees are given in the classics.
Have you seen that also happen, this point of Jupiter and
Yes.
Sun, when they are in the original, not original, but in the common sense of, let's say, 14 degrees apart or 10 degrees apart?
I have not seen that.
All right.
It is still that hypothesis. But
yes.
If it is very near, it will ruin your father, you ruin your guru. That is the critical thing. Elder brothers, the person whom you respect.
Children.
But your wisdom is praised.
Far and wide.
Yes, it is praised.
Beautiful point.
Ingeji, this is simple astrology.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
This is what I call simple astrology.
I have one thought, remembering that I listen or read, that there is the particular age also involved when Sun will be releasing this combustion. Have you ever heard about that?
No.
No.
Because when we say static, it is a static promise. It cannot be changed. So, like people say, Mangal Dosh, after 28 years, it loses the signification. No. Why? Why it will lose? That if it is a dosh, it is a dosh. I
Mangal
don't.
will remain there, yeah?
It will remain there. But yes, temporarily, that I have revealed in my Yogini Dasha, how the progress learner changes. And that way, the doshas also will change.
Carried to another place.
Yes, new yogas will come. Even new Danya Yoga, bad yogas, Daridra Yoga, Arishti Yoga, and Raj Yoga, Dhani Yoga, they all will come. And that is life.
That is life.
That is life.
Yes.
It is never same. It keeps on changing. Keeps on changing. So I think we have covered
4 topics.
4 topics. Kendradipati, Badhak, Aspect, Combust. And Kartari, 5 topics.
5.
Okay?
I cannot even count what I'm doing.
No, I had written these, so I have scored them off.
If this combust planet will be exalted, Vishalcha is asking.
No. I always said, what is exaltation and debilitation?
In the beginning, you were referring.
Exaltation is ego. The status, your thinking. See, in Shadbal, this is one of the Sthanabal, the positional strength. And the positional strength of a planet decides in which position in society you are. It may be physical position or your mental position, what you feel yourself. Like, I never normally don't discuss my horoscope. I have Sun exalted. Right? And during Sun period, I did not have money to feed my family. And I was on foot, running around. I resigned as a chief engineer of a company, German company, came back to India, and that was my condition. But still, I used to move like a king. I never accepted any small jobs. That was in 1985. I was going on foot, not having any vehicle, not even a scooty, walking from office to office. But I never accepted small jobs. And after hard work of 6 months, I could get job of about 10 million rupees in 1985. 32 years back. 10 million was something. $1 million.
Fortune.
$1 million job.
Fortune.
Yes. So that is the difference. And my moon is debilitated. So after Sun period, in moon period, I had a lot of money. And I started learning astrology in Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. So it starts from the scratch, from the humble this thing. I did show my money. I had 150 workers working with me in 8 states. and a big factory. But I didn't show, I never showed it in college or anywhere or in the friends. I will drive my car myself. I had 3 or 4 cars and 3 drivers. But I said, there I will go myself.
Moon.
Moon. No ego. That is the difference. I don't differentiate. A debilitated planet will make you humble. And if it is in a good yogas, etc., it will lift you. It lifts you very high. So I think
very wonderful clarification you have given today.
One thing I seek pardon from the participants, that I have seen your questions and I think I exercised my veto and I said no. The most basic questions which I feel must be learned by all astrology lovers, which we all lack, which we miss, that I will deal with that only. And sorry, I have not invited any questions from you. Most of the questions must have been answered. I think they have been answered. But still, you can take little more advanced questions like the rules of Parashara. Some typical rules, like I took today Laghu Parashari about Kendra Adhipati Dosh. We can take more complicated rules and discuss them. But pardon me, I will not go, for obvious reasons, all these 300-400 yogas, 700 yogas mentioned in class 6, because I cannot remember them. I have not applied them. And I want to keep astrology very simple. I am talking about this Kedar yoga, Parivarjya yoga, and all this blah blah, Chamar yoga and Akhand Samrajya yoga. All these typical yogas, you read B.V. Raman's 300 yogas and you will not land with much clarity. You cannot apply them practically. So I will request participants not to indulge in remembering those yogas, because you cannot remember them and cannot apply them. Right?
I think Goel Saab has said something very important. And the topic of this session was fundamentals.
Yes.
And that's what Goel Saab has dealt with. And of course, there are other topics that I want him to really indulge in, which is retrogression. But I think we'll take it up maybe now or maybe in the next session, Goel Saab.
Okay, if you say, I will touch upon it. Maybe for detailed discussion of retrogression, we may need more.
Yes.
But whatever.
I'll tell you honestly, I'm a bit worried about your health. Because you told me 2 hours and 2 hours have passed by.
No, I will take it. I will take it. Okay. We will take for 15-20 minutes.
Sure.
Retrogression.
Sure.
Again, as I said, I always look to the world around me. What is retrogression by definition? When a planet starts moving opposite to its normal motion. So the whole thing is clear here, that he has started moving opposite to his normal movement. His normal behavior, there is something amiss. He is going opposite to that. Vipareet, opposite, in the reverse direction. This we must keep in mind. Now, as in the normal day-to-day life, I give this example in Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan also. Why should I start moving backward? I'm going normal way. So just to have some fun, I say, I see a beautiful girl and she was going in the same direction as I was going. So I turned back, walked back so that I could see her again. That is why I will go back. Means something attracted me on the way. So I started going backward. Next cause can be that I forgot something to finish during my journey. Like I forgot to lock the house. I forgot to switch off the fan. The lady will say, milk was boiling and I forgot. So you have to rush back.
Yes.
Complete that work. And then carry on your forward journey. Classics have given the word Shakt, that full of strength, for a retrograde planet. And this is the reason people say reverse strength. Some classics say exalted retrograde planet behave like a debilitated planet. Some say debilitated retrograde planet behave like an exalted planet. What they want to convey is that they are not behaving normally. They are not behaving normally. Now we can analyze this retrogression in two ways. Two ways we see it. One is a retrograde planet in your birth horoscope. And the other is when a planet retrogrades in transit. These are two different analyses. So in your birth horoscope, if a planet is retrograde, that shows that when you are born, you have forgotten to complete something, or you have left something which you liked and could not get.
Incomplete.
Incomplete. Like Aishwarya Rai said, a beautiful woman. That work is pending. And you are born to finish that work. Or rather, you try to finish that work. Whether you are able to finish it or not, it's another matter.
That can be found by lordship?
Yes, I am coming to that. Now, any planet which is retrograde we will try to find out who is he. What significations he has. As I had just talked, a planet can have three significations. One is the natural signification. The other is acquired signification. And the third is imposed signification. Like, I say, Jupiter is retrograde. So I will try to find out who is Jupiter. Jupiter is the natural significator of wisdom, the scriptures, the law, no, not law, the religion. This is one signification, that you left something unfinished regarding these things. The next is acquired significations. That is by lordship. If Jupiter happens to be the ninth lord also in your horoscope, then all the more confirmed that something regarding your religion you left unfinished. And if it is aspected by another religious planet, say Saturn, or the lord of Lagna or fifth, the religious trine, it is pakka, confirmed that Jupiter has brought you to this life to finish your debts about your religion, about your father, about your religion, basically. So that type of person will start in his work towards religion or scriptures or all these things. If Jupiter was seventh lord, so you remained, something remained regarding your partnership. So you will try to fulfill that. I think the basic point is clear.
Yes.
About retrogression.
Yes.
We cannot say that this planet will give this planet will give this. No, it is all in totality. The
Correct.
basic fundamental we must understand that something remaining unfinished, that we have to finish in this life.
But in general,
Yes.
all of us are here because of unfinished business.
Yes.
No?
Yes.
So this retrograde planet, whomsoever he might be, will make it very particular.
Yes. I had said one sentence that retrograde planet is called Shakt, capable
Of finishing.
on doing, capable of doing work. In Shadbal, it enjoys maximum cheshta bal. Cheshta means effort. That the planet has the maximum capacity or the capacity to do efforts.
Wow.
For all successful people, there should be planets in retrogression because it gives effort, capacity to make efforts, and to finish the work which has remained unfinished.
Great.
Today it is, there are so many, I can speak 1 hour for this, about Dasha of retrograde, transit of retrograde planet, how to analyze transit and Dasha. It's a 1 hour topic. But I think the basic thought is this. This is the basic thought. How to see a retrograde planet. You cannot see it in general. You have to analyze each retrogression planet. The 2 things, one is unfinished work, and second, it is abnormal behavior about their natural significations. Like Venus is retrograde, his sexual behavior will not be normal. These 2 points, if we remember, we can analyze retrogression to some extent. I am not yet through thoroughly, but these are the lines on which retrogression planets
stands.
Yes.
Right.
So, Sunilji, I enjoyed it.
Fantastic, sir. Fantastic.
No, I enjoyed because in some time I say, if I don't speak, my stomach will ache. So I release my stomach ache by speaking.
All the knowledge have to come out also, no?
No, I really believe it has been a very great session actually, and it's the start of something. I hope so, and many more to come. Maybe next time we should have just a small 1 hour lecture on retrogression, because this is
a long lecture. We will need some demonstrations also to understand.
We can do it if you want. You know,
yeah.
The show is yours, sir. The floor is yours.
Because retrogression is such a topic loosely discussed.
Exactly, sir. And the maximum confusion.
Discussed without any practical application.
Yeah. Maximum confusion is in retrogression.
I have 2 planets retrograde in my chart.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one, if I'm permitted to ask?
Both Jupiter and Venus.
Oh.
Jupiter.
So Jupiter, some wisdom work is remaining. I am doing it here.
You're doing that, right?
I am doing it.
Correct.
Okay. No, what I say, the parting thinking, today I am sharing it.
Mm-hmm.
My astrology is to enjoy it. I try to enjoy every rule or the dictums given by Parasharji, and it makes my hair stand. It is such a wonderful enjoyment for me. And how I enjoy it, I see it happening in the world, all around me, every day. So that is why I request all participants to take astrology in a simple way, don't complicate it, and watch it as a normal phenomenon. Like I say, fourth lord in 11th, your mother has gone to your gain or to your elder brother. Your mother will go and live with your elder brother. Simple. So enjoy that way. And that is why I have coined the word simple astrology, Saral Jyotish. Enjoy it, laugh, and read. Okay, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
In
you
the name
so
of
much.
all, it was a wonderful session.
I think it was something useful, yes.
Yes, very much. It's a practical
Yes.
practical point.
Practical astrology.
Happiness and no hesitation.
No, yeah. No, make wrong predictions. Enjoy that prediction also. I enjoy wrong predictions also.
We
And
learn
then
from it.
why I made this,
Yes.
why I said this, where I have gone wrong and correct. Thank you, sir. So,
Thank you, sir.
we say good night.
Ram Ram.
Permitted?
Thank you. Thank
Ram.
you so much, sir.
Thank you. Okay, Madhuraji.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sorry, I've been muted. So we're going to upload this video tomorrow, hopefully. And I want the audience to watch this video a couple of times. They might have some questions. They might want to re-listen to it, watch it a couple of times. And as you gain knowledge from this video of Goel sir, please post your comments. I've been seeing the comments here in the chat session, and so many people have been appreciating it. I want you all to go back to that video and post it in the comment section so that Goel sir comes, with more clarity on retrogression and more details on retrogression. Thank you so much, everyone. It's been a great session.